Hey guys, so I get asked a lot of questions daily, and I decided, since one question in particular inspired this video, but I get asked questions all the time, and I thought I would just address the most asked questions that I get in one video. And I know not everyone's going to see this video, like future subscribers probably aren't going to see this video and are going to see just one video and ask the questions, so I'm not expecting to eliminate the questions at all. Or altogether. I'm just hoping to address some questions that you might have, or answer some questions that you didn't have but maybe you were curious about, you never asked, but you know, that kind of thing. I have some questions that I wrote down on my phone that I get all the time, and then I asked you guys on my Facebook what you wanted me to answer in a questions video. So there's some questions on there that got thumbs up, and I think I'm only going to answer the thumbs up one. Unless I find like other questions in that response that I want to answer as well. So, getting started. The number one question I get asked most, like of all time, is what color do you dye your hair? I get asked that like 3 times a day at least, and the answer is I do not dye my hair at all. I don't color it, I don't do anything but cut it. So sorry, that's a little disappointing for some of you. I get messages and questions and comments and all of that asking me what color I dye my hair, what I asked for, what box it is, what brand it is, what shade it is, stuff like that. So I don't dye my hair at all. I'll tell you my experience with my hair dyeing though, because I used to. I see how this color down here is a little bit darker than the rest of my color. I'm not wearing the ombre trend on purpose, although it does kind of go with the trend right now. But I used to dye my hair red, bright red, and then the only thing that would cover the red was black. So I dyed it black for about 2 years, and then one day decided to grow it out. I didn't feel like having black hair anymore. And before I started dyeing my hair in high school, I had blonde hair, and now I have this hair, so when it came in after I stopped dyeing it black, this is the color it was. So this is my natural, all natural. This down here is leftover black. It's still growing out. I've been growing it out for about 2 years, so this is what's left of the black. Just a couple more cuts and I'll be good. I just got my hair cut 2 days ago, actually. Found the best hairdresser, don't you love when that happens? I'm going to stay with her forever. Anyway, so this is the leftover black. It's already faded, obviously. To fade my hair, I did use the Paul Mitchell Clarifying Lotion Shampoo 3 to lighten the black, and that made the red show through even more. So that's why it's a little bit reddish down here. But in general, I do not color my hair, so no need to ask that question. Yeah, sorry that's disappointing, because I know some of you wanted to get my hair colored. I don't even know what you'd ask for. It's like an ash blonde / brown. I don't know what my hair is. Okay, number 2. What do you ask for when you go to the hairdresser as far as cut related? Because a lot of people ask me about my bangs. Lately I've just been asking for a trim. I don't ask for layers, they give them to me. I've never asked for layers ever. And I end up coming out with layers. I don't know why. They just give me layers. I'm trying to grow my hair out all one length. Basically all I do is say I just want a couple inches off and trim up my bangs. And then I cut my own bangs in between cuts, because I go to the hairdresser about every 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, to get a trim to keep it healthy. And they trim my bangs, I just let them grow. But in between there, I have to cut my bangs like every 2 weeks, so obviously I'm not going to go to the hairdresser that much. So again, boring answer. I don't ask for anything. I just end up putting faith in the hairdresser, and because I don't know anything about hair, so although I do tell them, every hairdresser I've had, I've told them my hair and the person is Adrena Patridge, because I want her hair so bad. The color, the cut, the waves, the middle part, I just love it. But I never end up getting Adrena Patridge hair. Number 3, where do you work? I get that question. Actually, that's probably my number 2 most asked question. Where do I work? How do I afford my shopping sprees? All that kind of stuff. I'm going to address that right now. I work at the college I attend. I'm a part-time student now at the college, majoring in fashion, and I already got my degree in English. So I am still taking English classes, though, to transfer to a 4-year university, because I'm going to a California state school when I do transfer. But I got a job at my college in the admissions office about 3 years ago in January of 2009. and I was a student worker, and I was a student worker up until June of this year. June of this year, I was promoted to like a temporary position I'm still filling in for until they hire a permanent person to be in that position. So that's kind of a breakdown of what I do. I work for the school, so I do all the admissions, the transcripts, registration, all that kind of stuff. I love my job. I work with my best friends. Two of my coworkers are in my wedding party. I've met them at my work, and we've just become so close. My work is like my family. I love the people I work with. Seriously, I have no complaints. I mean, I did used to work 10 hours a day, update on that. I now work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So it's kind of a good thing and a bad thing for you guys. I can now film in the afternoons when I get off, because I get off around 4 on Wednesday through Friday now. So that's cool. I get to come home a little bit early. And so then I can have time to film before the sun goes down around 6 or 7. Wednesday through Friday, so I can film then. But Fridays I no longer have off, which really sucks, but yeah. So that is how they pay more than minimum wage. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to say how much I make. But as a temporary, I do make a lot more than I was making as a student. That's why there's a lot more hauls. Yes, I'm saving. I just want to throw that out there. I have a wedding coming next year. I don't have a car. I'm trying to get a car. I am saving. You just have to trust me. I know budgeting. I know money. You can ask anyone in my life. I know money. I make all my bills. I've never been late on rent, all that kind of stuff. Not that it's any of your business, because it's kind of like a personal thing. I have no problem sharing with you. I don't feel like I have to defend myself with shopping because it's my money anyway, and I don't like people who hate on people who go shopping a lot, because you don't know the backstory. You don't know how much they're making. You don't know how much of that is really shopping money, how much of it is going into their savings account. You don't have access to that information. So it's really bad to judge someone because of that. But that's what I do. That was a long answer for that question. I'm sorry. That's what I do for a living. It is a full-time position. That's why I'm part-time student now. I used to be full-time student, part-time employee. Switched around a little bit. So I gave up half of my school to get this job because it pays well and I really, really enjoy the job. Like the actual work involved, as well as working with the people. The people are amazing. The students that come into my office, not so much. Those people can get on my nerves because some people are so rude. Can't even tell you. Customer service kind of sucks, but I like customer service because I like talking to people one-on-one. I'm really shy in front of a big group. But anyway, moving on. Why/how did I stop eating meat? I don't get this question too much, but it was asked on Facebook. I stopped eating meat firstly because of health reasons. I was a really big health nut back in junior year of high school for some reason. I was counting calories. It was really dangerous because I was already thin. I didn't lose weight until I stopped eating meat. And I wanted to stop eating meat because of health reasons, because a large amount of my calories came from meat. And when I calculated calories, I ate a lot of meat, and I snacked on like ham, like prepackaged ham. That was my favorite snack. I ate bologna a lot. I had a lot of meat in my diet, and so I decided to just cut it out cold turkey and still eat fish because I still needed some form of protein. So that's where that decision came from. Now it's become such a habit. I cannot imagine stop being a vegetarian or a pescatarian because meat's just not appealing to me. I make it for Tyler all the time. I can make meatloaf. I can get my hands in it. I made him bacon this morning. Jealous because bacon was like my love. But I don't have a problem with being around meat eaters. Tyler's the biggest carnivore I've ever met. Literally, I've ever met next to his father, which is where he gets it. I don't have a problem with meat eaters. I'm not one of those people who just shoves my beliefs down your throat. I never talk about it. I mean, Tyler's dad makes fun of me all the time for it, but it's a joke. We go back and forth with joking. And I'm really comfortable with where I am. I get a lot of hate here saying, well, eating fish is the same thing. But for me, it's not. It's different. I don't have to defend myself on it, but that's just my personal choice. I stopped eating it by just cutting it out. Like, I literally just stopped. One day I was like, I'm going to stop eating meat. And I stopped. I messed up a couple times. One day my mom was eating a pork bun, like a Chinese food pork bun. And I came up to her and asked for a bite, and I took a bite. And it was like 2 months after I decided to stop. This was the first bite of meat I had in 2 months. And then after I swallowed it, I was like, wait a second, that was meat. So I did mess up one time. After that, I was pretty good. There's a bug on my wall. Really want to get it, because I don't know where it's going. Anyway, distractions. Anyway, that's how and why I stopped eating meat. Personal choice. Totally just my personal choice. Next question is, am I going to do any more cooking vids? I get this question all the time. Since I made that breakfast for Tyler in my vlog, follow me around vlog, everyone's been asking me if I can make more cooking videos. They want to see me make those potatoes. They want to just watch me cook. I plan on it in the future. I'm not planning on it right now. Right now it'd be kind of awkward if my roommates are home and I'm filming in the kitchen, because their bedroom's right outside of the kitchen, so if they just open the door and I'm standing there with the camera and they need to get something, that's kind of awkward. So, I'll probably have Tyler help me out though as far as filming me. That way I don't have to hold the camera vlog style, because that's not professional for a cooking video. However, I do have a friend named Haley. She has a website called thedomesticrebel.com, and she makes videos here. I keep looking at that bug. She makes videos here on YouTube, under YouTube/The Domestic Rebel. I'll have a link down in the description box. Check her out because she does cooking videos. She only has one up right now. She's so good. The editing's amazing. I just want her to get big because she is so amazing at what she does. She's a huge baker, so she does cupcakes and stuff like that. So if you love cupcakes, go subscribe, because she makes amazing videos and awesome, easy recipes. She just explains things really well. So check her out if you want to see cooking videos in the meantime. But yes, I will be doing cooking videos in the future. Maybe not the near future. Maybe when Tyler and I move out on our own. We'll see. I plan to do this whole YouTube thing for a while anyway. Now on to the Facebook questions. Do you have any suggestions for girls considering blunt bangs? Yes, definitely think about it, because it's not something you can really go back on without frustration, because as soon as you whack them off, if they don't look good on you, it takes a while to grow them out. Now, when my bangs get long, I push them to the side and do side bangs temporarily. I don't go out like that. But if I'm at home and they're just in my way, I push them to the side, and you can totally wear side bangs like that. What I did when I can't really show you because I already have bangs. I would bring a front section of hair and turn it under to see what I look like with bangs, and would spread it out to see how I looked. And that's kind of where I got started. I've had these bangs for about 3 years now, since I had the jet black hair. And that's what I did to see if it looks good. So try that out. You'll look a little weird because you're messing with your hair. But it does work. It gives you an accurate depiction of what you might look like with blunt bangs. You're obviously not going to know until you go in for the plunge and cut them. I recommend don't cutting them yourself because you can mess them up. They also have clip-ins if you want to spend the money to get a clip-in piece to see if you like them, or maybe just try them on at a hair salon or something. Wherever they sell clip-in bangs, but that way you can get a depiction as well as what you look like. So definitely feel it out to see how you would look, with bangs, because it is hard to grow them out once you have blunt bangs. But I've had mine for 3 years, in love with them, not getting rid of them. Just so you guys know, I'm not getting rid of them. Okay, this one got this person left a couple questions and I got a thumb up, so I'm going to answer them all. What's my favorite book? The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon by Stephen King. How did you and Sam meet? Sam's my best friend here on YouTube, in case you don't know who Sam is. Channel down below, she makes YouTube videos as well. She and I met in 8th grade. It was just kind of a random friendship. We're totally opposites, completely opposites, personality-wise. But we met in 8th grade. We had the same classes, and so we just ended up talking, kind of those random friendship things. So yeah. Have you met anyone famous? No, but my fiance Tyler has. He works for a pizza place, and I'm not going to say where because it's kind of exclusive to where we live. Anyway, so he works for this pizza place, and Kel from Keenan and Kel came to this place next door, and Tyler got to make the pizzas for Kel and the other employees there. He was doing some promotion, like Kel was. And Tyler got to shake his hand, and Kel tried the pizza and said it was really amazing pizza. So I thought that was so cool. I used to be obsessed with Keenan and Kel. I love Keenan and Kel. Keenan's obviously taken on a little bit more successful journey than Kel if he's coming to like a small town where I live to eat pizza, but it was really cool that Tyler got to cater and deliver the pizza to Kel from Keenan and Kel. I almost died when he called and told me who he met. It was so cool. So no, I personally have never met anyone famous. Favorite favorite band of all time is Coheed and Cambria, hands down. They've always been my favorite band. Runners up, Modest Mouse, Blue October. Those are runners up. Do you like roller coasters? Heck no. No, I don't. I don't like roller coasters. I've never been on one. Not a fan of speed, and I'm not a fan of drops. I'm not afraid of heights whatsoever. I'm fine really high up. I love it. Hate the drops where your stomach like goes up into your throat. No, not a fan. Let's see. What other questions? What's one thing you believe will never go out of style? Jeans and a t-shirt, for sure, because that is like the most comfortable, most easy, classic style anyone can have is a jeans and a t-shirt, so that's my personal opinion. Do you have a workout routine? No, I don't work out. Yeah, I don't work out. Sometimes I do yoga. I'd like to say I do yoga on a regular basis, but I don't. Let's be honest. Tyler and I are going to start working out because the apartment complex that we live in has a gym, so we're going to start going to the gym, but I'm a yoga person. I hate cardio. I'm so out of shape, but yoga is definitely my workout of choice. Let's see. What's the creepiest thing someone has said to you on a video? I just got one today, but I'm not going to repeat it. I'll leave a little annotation of what it said right here so you could read it yourself, and it'll be in quotes because it's really awkward and I'm not going to say it. Anyway, there you go. Someone also asked me to marry them once, and I don't know if it was a joke, but it was like a guy, so it was kind of weird. I don't know. Also, the comments that I get all the time on, not all the time, but that one comment I got on how I had a 7-year-old boy's face and a flabby ass and all that kind of stuff, that was really weird. I don't know. I get the most random, like, comments. It's so weird. I think that's all I'm going to answer, because the other ones are kind of more in depth. Yeah. Oh, that one's kind of good. What would you do if you only had one day left to live? I don't like thinking about these questions because they get me really sad on what I do. I go to my mom's house and just probably hang out there with Tyler all day, although Tyler, if he had one, well, if it was the end of the world, probably wouldn't go down like that. But if it was just me who had one day left to live, I'd go hang out with my mom, I'd call my dad, I'd hang out with Tyler, and see my friends. That's about it. And eat the best food that I could ever have. So that's probably how I'd live my last day, although I don't want to know when my last day is. I don't want to know when I'm going to die. If I ever get one of those diseases, I don't want them to tell me my life expectancy because I just want to go. You know, I don't want to have that pressure of knowing the exact day or like 2 weeks or something like that, and then what if it goes after 2 weeks? It's like any time now. That's really scary. So that's pretty much how it would go down. I wouldn't do anything like super big. So yeah. That is all the questions I'm going to answer for this video. If you have any more questions you want to ask me, please leave comments down below. I'll try and answer as many as possible. If it gets to be repetitive or too many, I may make another video like this. So feel free to ask any questions at all. Any, except for really personal ones, like what's your address? So, obviously. So yeah, oh, one more thing. If you want to know what makeup I'm wearing in this video, I have a blog post on the face of the day that I'm wearing it. Link below to my blog. Anyway, that's all. Leave questions down below. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.